I think I write a lot about figuring it out and like the fact that I don't know a lot. And I call my music existential indie folk, and it's because I'm still figuring out like why am I here on this spinning rock and what is a career in music. So I write a lot about like not having the answers.
Welcome to Curious Goldfish, a podcast community where music and curiosity come together through interesting conversations with the music makers of our world. I'm your host, Jason English. You can find Curious Goldfish in all the major podcast and social media platforms, and of course, we have all of our content on our website, curiousgoldfish.com. Welcome back to Curious Goldfish. I'm Jason English. I'm so excited to share this episode with you. This one kicks off our interviews from the 2026 38 Songwriters Festival in Florida. It's my favorite music event of the year. It's a fantastic time, and if you're into music and songwriting, be sure to check it out. It happens every January. In this episode, I have the pleasure of meeting with Abigayle Oakley. It's a rare thing when you meet an artist and you can sense their trajectory is shifting in real time. That's exactly the feeling I got when I met Abigayle in January. And if you've been keeping up with The Voice this season, you've no doubt seen her. She's the one who turned 3 chairs and landed a spot on Team Kelly. What was funny to me watching her first battle was that they took her guitar away from her. All she had was a microphone. You could tell that she wasn't in her safe space at all, but she managed to win that week's contest to move on. I think the judges, and Kelly Clarkson specifically, know what kind of talent she really is. And at the time of this taping, she's made the top 18. But no matter how far she goes in the contest, as long as Abigayle has a pen to write songs and a guitar to play them, she will go a long way. But before her audition, which aired in February, we sat down for a bit of a heart-to-heart. Abigayle calls her sound existential indie folk. We talked about her single strategy of releasing music and her knack for finding inspiration in the smallest things, like a thrifted Patagonia fleece. We spent some time talking about the mental gymnastics of being an artist, especially that weird tendency to be your own worst gaslighter when things are actually going right. She told me about the time she challenged herself to write 100 songs in a single year, which is exactly the kind of relentless curiosity we love to learn about. At her core, Abigayle just wants to remind people that the world is still full of goodness and kindness. It's a perspective that feels both necessary and really grounded. Be sure to stay tuned to the end as she performs 2 original songs. They sound perfect with her voice and guitar, of course, but especially because of the backdrop of the Gulf Coast behind her. So now, from Las Vegas, Nevada, here's Abigayle Oakley. Let's dive in. With the person that has the coolest name here, Abigayle Oakley.
Oh.
Abigayle?
Yeah, thanks. I didn't know I had the coolest name here. That's an honor.
So Abigayle, great to meet you. Thanks for swinging by.
Thanks for having me. I'm stoked for this.
So we're here at 38 Songwriters Festival. Mm-hmm. I heard this is your first time.
It's my first time.
Yeah.
Can you tell? Am I doing okay?
I mean, you got a couple things to work on.
Got that like first timer deer in the headlights look.
It's not too obvious. But
okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
But you're not really new because you already played a show.
Yeah.
Right? So you're in the thick of it. I guess what were your expectations coming down here?
I knew that there would be great music. The beach is here.
Yeah.
And that's all I really needed to know to get down here.
Yeah.
And so far, everyone's been so kind, really supportive of original music. So.
Okay. How does it work? Does everybody have to apply, or does somebody could somebody reach out to you and say, hey, you should apply?
I think it's different for everyone. My good buddy Robbie Hecht. Do you know him?
I've met him. Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's the reason I got to play the Bluebird Cafe for the first time.
Geez.
He set me up here at 30A. Like, he's just a good friend, wonderful songwriter, and is the reason I'm here.
So you've got a couple shows. What's the next year look like for you in terms of touring or shows? Do you have that kind of all mapped out, or is that kind of just as it happens?
It's a rough outline right now, as every year has been since, I guess, graduating college. I'm amazed by how quickly things come together, like, as the year goes on. Like, it's a fast-paced business and career, so
Yeah.
right now I'm just planning to release a lot of music. I'm going to Canada next month.
Okay.
Play some shows in Colorado in June, Midwest in the fall, and
Okay.
everything else will happen as it happens.
Are they? Do the venues sort of differ from place to place? Are they, coffee shops? Are they clubs? Are they bars? Are they churches? What does that look like?
All of the above. I love listening rooms are my favorite.
Yeah.
Last year I played in Akron, Ohio at it's a screen printing shop called So Far So Good, and my friend Ben lives there, and he just set up this really intimate show in a very unique space, and I love stuff like that.
Awesome. You should play Eddie's Attic.
I'd love to.
So I don't have any connections, unfortunately, but we can work on it.
Cool. Maybe this is
In Atlanta.
someone will hear this from Eddie's Attic.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'll be in Atlanta in June
Okay.
on the 13th for a house concert.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my buddy Jeremy, who is off camera, but he just walked in, he and I host a backyard house series in Atlanta.
Oh, cool.
It's a good thing. So
Cool.
we'll have to talk after.
Well, awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, so in terms of music, though, it's been a minute since you had the album. I guess for this year, do you have anything planned to release?
I have an EP it's half released right now. I'm kind of playing the singles game, the waterfall release. But I made it with Anthony DaCosta, who I think is running around this weekend shredding guitar for people. So I'm so excited to share that. It's some of my favorite songs that I've written, and the band is killer on it. So
Yeah. Okay.
it'll be good.
Well, this is the question that I'm sure you get a lot, but in preparing for this, are you still doing the 100 songs a year, roughly?
Last year was the first year that I didn't count. I probably did half that, but I don't really know. It's kind of a trade-off of being on the road. I'm not writing as much in town, and the 100 songs thing was so great for me for the years that I did it. It just kind of maybe less precious with songwriting, because it's really easy to get into that headspace where every song has to be your best, and it can be kind of a pressure cooker as a songwriter when you're not writing as much. But I really am glad that I had years where I was writing that many songs. Right now, I don't think it's the right thing for me.
Yeah.
But
well, it's easy for somebody my age, probably twice as old as you are, to sort of question, okay, what is I'm assuming you're in your mid-20s, roughly,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That somebody your age has so much to think about and write about and sing about, so it'd be easy. I think it's easy for somebody to kind of make that judgment. I guess, how would you respond to the fact that you don't really have as much life experience as someone like me, but you still have so much to say? How do you explain that?
Well, I think I write a lot about figuring it out, and the fact that I don't know a lot. And I call my music existential indie folk, and it's because I'm still figuring out why am I here on this spinning rock, and what is a career in music. So I write a lot about not having the answers.
Are there answers that have come through that process?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, every song is a kind of a journey to a piece of understanding in one way or another. I have a song, Worst Gaslighter, that is about that internal, you're self-gaslighting yourself. And I think when writing that, I came out on the other side as just like seeing that I need to be kinder to myself. And every song is a mirror in one way or another. And yeah.
Yeah, I've got the lyrics. It's awesome. I'm a chronic overthinker, tugging at my fingers. I'm my own best fighter, my worst gaslighter. I guess can you share one example where you're gaslighting yourself?
Oh man, so all the time. I mean, yeah. I think, I'm a word person, so even, like, it's usually something I said during a set, but in between songs, where I'm like, why was I talking about lentils for so long during my show at the East Side Bowl? Just a lot of, like, I want to show up as myself, and anytime I'm pulling myself from the present moment is kind of when I get hard on myself for, like, not enjoying it, or, like, being as present as I know I can be, like, yeah. Kind of the ideal self and the actual self, you know?
Okay. I don't want to put you on the spot and, like, ask you to represent, like, your entire generation, but do you think that's common for people your age?
The like, worst gaslighting,
the gaslighting, overthinking, you know.
Yeah, I think just having grown up with social media and so much being in our faces of, like, what kind of life you can live and what other people are doing, like, I think that's affected all of us, and, like, just created a lot of unnecessary anxieties. I'm constantly trying to, like, ground myself and figure out, like, what do I want? How do I want to show up? And cancel out that noise.
Yeah.
So.
Does writing music, does that help you, even though you may be singing about the anxiety, does it actually help you sort of put it to rest a little bit?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I started writing and why I continue to write.
So when you put a song out, if you're vulnerable, like, you know, Worst Gaslighter, if you put a song out, do you think that resolves that issue? Or is that just kind of a necessary tool to sort of feel it and deal with it?
It's part of the resolution. And I think every time I sing a song where it's like a lesson for me to live by, I'm reminded every show that, okay, I figured these things out already in a time. Like, I know how to be kinder to myself. I know how to, like, find what's important. And it's really easy to forget what's important when you're going about your life. And I'm really grateful to all music, you know, not just singing my own songs, but music is a tool for me to, like, see those emotions and those human things that we experience, to comfort and, like, an outline of this life journey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is so, like, you're so authentic, it's so raw, and it's so personal. Talk about how different that is when you're actually co-writing, you know, because do you still find yourself trying to be so authentic and so raw, or is it different when you're, you know, with somebody? Do you have to be a little bit more guarded?
At best, no. Like, especially when you've written with people a few times, like, I think a writing room should be that safe space where you both, or however, usually I write with, like, one or two people. And I write the best songs with my friends who are, like, genuinely care about my life and I theirs, and that's, like, why we go to the room to figure our lives out, I guess.
Yeah, the co-writing thing is interesting. Some people love it and some people really struggle with it. you know?
Yeah.
Because it's difficult, and just emotionally, I think sometimes.
And yeah, when I first moved to Nashville, I had never written a song with anyone else, and I was one of those people who did not like it. It was very uncomfortable. And then once I found people who kind of have a like complementary song philosophy, that's when I just became kind of a like crazy co-writer. Just I have to be in a writer's room to be connected to this creative energy ball. I don't really know what it is, but it's just I listened to your episode with Marcus Hummin.
Oh yeah,
I'm such a fan of him, and I was talking about like the magic in the room, and sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not, but you still show up, and that's the job of a songwriter.
And that goes back to your point too about the number of songs. Like sometimes the song's going to be kind of crap. But showing up and actually doing it, there's probably value in that indirectly, right?
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of The Artist's Way, Julia Cameron book, and she talks about the genius in the walls, where like I think it's a Greek philosophy that a genius isn't a person, it's an energy in the room, and if you show it that you're committed and like committed to a creative lifestyle, that's when it'll maybe give you a good line or a cool song concept. And again, it takes the pressure off of you, because you just have to sit and listen, and if something great comes, cool. If it doesn't, show up again tomorrow if you can.
All right. So the gentleman that you just met, Chris Trapper, who was just here, he told a really cool story about I forgot how old he was, but he was, he had a job, and his dad called him up and was like, "Are you still writing songs?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, you should just go do that," which was sort of like unexpected, as a father, especially from his generation. And Chris has had a really good career, not only just releasing music and touring, but he's got into movies and shows, and and he writes for them specifically. So he was talking about how he basically believes you kind of have to make the leap and not have a backup plan. You know? So for you, I'm just again, I'm curious, as if you're in your mid-20s and you're so talented, and you've written all these songs, you went to Belmont, all the things, you're in Nashville. Do you actually say, okay, in 10 years, in 20 years, I want my career to look and feel like this? Like, do you make those sort of estimates, and what do you think that looks like?
That's always been hard for me, because I think I don't know, I'm a big, I really do believe in manifestation and all the, I think you can only control what you do today, so trying to make every day look as close to what you want 10 years from now. So for me, that looks like creative freedom, being able to work on any project that, regardless of money, regardless of status, to just be able to support myself. And I just got engaged, support my fiance.
There you go.
He thinks he's going to support me, but my plan is to build this up so we can just do what we love.
Is he a musician?
He is.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah, it already is exciting. He'll be in the Canada tour.
Okay.
Usually he tours with Nashville groups and or bigger Nashville acts that can pay him well. And I'm just trying to get to that level where I can support us and write what I want to write and work with who I want to work with.
Do you have a backup plan or no?
Not off the top of my head. No. I just, figuring it out still.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, you got to go for it.
Why not? Yeah, now's the time too. Yeah. I think writing songs has always led me to really cool places. I mean, we're at the beach right now in 30A, and I'm very grateful for that.
It's better than that. Well, I don't know if it's better than Nashville, but it's probably better than Nashville.
By the scenic views, definitely. Yeah, I love the ocean.
So speaking of cool spots, Patagonia, did you write Hazy Eyed Lover in Patagonia after a visit there, or have you ever been there?
I've never been there. I wrote that after said fiance, his name's Tom. He thrifted a Patagonia fleece from our Goodwill, and yeah, that's what that song is about.
Oh, so it's not about the place; it's about a fleece.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense.
We love hiking and backpacking, so
all right.
He has a Patagonia fleece now. I think that's
hilarious.
Yeah.
Does he have hazy eyes or hazel eyes?
Hazel eyes, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Tom.
Definitely.
Well, the relationship is off to a good start if you're writing songs about him.
Yeah.
So it's not all about this existential indie folk, not depressing, but kind of, thoughtful and everything.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, yes, and that song starts as like, I'm tired of trying to be a rock star, which I was kind of thinking about. It's so nice to have a strong relationship in this career, because I know at the end of the day, I guess that is my backup plan, is like I could be happy anywhere with my hazel-eyed lover in Patagonia, and I'll still write songs, but hopefully that can be complementary to the plan and not necessarily a backup plan.
All right, very good. Very good. All right, so you may have heard me ask Marcus this, but as an artist and a prolific songwriter and someone that wants to take care of Tom 10 years from now or whatever, I guess what are you most curious about?
What am I most curious about? Like in the industry or?
Just anything, yeah. Life.
Ooh. I'm curious about like how people in whatever industry, like how can people celebrate the steps along the way, and like can you move forward in the direction you want to go while also being satisfied with the present and like enjoy the present.
Okay.
So I've been thinking a lot about that.
That's hard to do,
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Right?
So like maybe hopefully you and Tom will have this giant family one day, right? But as a father and as a parent, it's the same thing. It's like, it's like I always struggled with, man, I can't wait until they're out of diapers. Or I can't wait until they can tie their shoe. Mm-hmm. I can't wait until they can drive. And so you're always kind of wanting to manifest those moments because you assume it'll make your life easier,
Yeah.
But then you're not treasuring the moments that not you would treasure moments changing diapers, but like that age, like
you don't get it back.
It goes back. Yeah. So I think it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there anything that helps you be more present? And
I think just being intentional about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, so all my kids are older now, probably your age, to be honest, which is like, anyway, but it's all good.
It's a good age. I like.
But as you get older, it's like, okay, you have to be intentional, and it's like, for this weekend, it's work for me. Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to enjoy every minute, whether that's looking out there, listening to the waves, watching the sunset, being with friends, being with close friends, whatever, right? So I'm trying to do that because I may not be back here next year. Like you never know, right?
Yeah, I mean, not taking things for granted. And,
yeah. Well, thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck in your first 38 Songwriters Festival.
Thank you.
We'll have to have you in the backyard in Roswell, Georgia at some point.
That would be awesome.
So,
I love it. Look
right.
forward to it.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Can you play some music?
Absolutely.
All right,
yeah.
Cool. All right.
This is Hazel-Eyed Lover in Patagonia. I'm tired of trying to be
star. I wanna be where the dirt and the rocks are. I wanna be where I feel small again. So I got my shoes and my tent and my map packed. Watched a YouTube on how to backpack. Then I saw you in bright blue walking up ahead, and I thought, ooh, this is the great outdoors. This is I wanna be yours. It's love at first campsite. My Hazel eyed lover in Patagonia. I fell for you like instant mashed potatoes dissolving over heat. As we watched the flame grow, you spoke to me like I'd known you for miles. Now I'm saving up 60 grand to move our life into a Sprinter van, so we can finally chase a new sunset every night, singing, ooh, this is the great outdoors. This is I wanna be yours. It's love at first campsite. My hazel-eyed lover in Patagonia. Trails always come together, way out here where the trail mix tastes better. You're in a fleece and I'm in my sweater, singing, ooh, this is the great outdoors. This is I wanna be yours. Campsite, my hazel-eyed, ooh, this is the great outdoors. This is I wanna be yours. It's love at first campsite. My hazel-eyed lover in Patagonia. Thank you. Pretty nice outdoors song or outdoors for the song, yeah. Let's do that. Press 3. I wrote this after a call I had with my health insurance. Yeah, I'll leave it at that, I guess. My exit survey before life hangs up the phone, I hope to answer honestly as I lose my earthly bones. On a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied were you? Did you do every important thing that you set out to do? Where were you born? Where did you die? Came in between, checking off boxes, counting up losses, chasing impossible dreams. You see the sights and learn your lessons, find the answers to the jackpot questions if you want to know what it all means. Press 3. So I thought about my questions if you wanna know what it all means. Press 1 if you would recommend this experience to a friend. Press 2 if you wanna know how the world will end. Press 4 if you'd like to hear this menu again. Where were you born? Where did you die? What came in between? Checking out boxes, counting up losses, chasing impossible dreams. Just see the sights and learn your lessons. Find the answers to the jackpot questions.